Hey, crypto fans. So in today's awesome video, we're going to be talking about LUNC and what we think the project is going to do. Big questions like, is it going to hit $1 or not? Is there a future for LUNC? And will it, at the request of a lot of people's petition, get on them exchanges like Robinhood and Coinbase? But that's not all. At the end of this video, if you stay to the end, which hopefully you do, we're also going to ask you, the viewers, your opinion on what you think. I'm going to do a poll and some questions, and it's your chance to have your voice on this channel. So if you like the sound of that and you want to know more about our thoughts on LUNC, stay tuned and let's go crypto. So, as many of you know, there's a lot of things surrounding LUNC. There's the hype, there's the controversy, there's also the fan base that really do stick by this token. But in today's video, at the request of the viewers, we want to look in a few fundamentals. Obviously the all important price chart action, but also what's happening outside of the charts. We want to look at how Luna's proposing to do its new tax. We also want to look at what the exchanges are doing with their burn rates, etc. And we also want to see what the big analysts say on the future of LUNC. But before we jump right into the first topic, for those of you that are new to the channel, I'm Christian and I bring you all the news, reviews and overviews from the DeFi, the NF space and the crypto world. And I try and give you my best, honest, unbiased opinion on what I think's happening in the crypto market. Please hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, tickle that bell notification because it does help the channel and it helps me get a lot of information out there to a lot of you as it drops. So with all that being said, thanks for supporting and let's jump into the first topic. So as you can see, the Terra Luna has dropped in the last 24 hours and it's hovering around a price of 26542. But as I'm recording this video, we have got the price chart up and we can see it has taken a rejection and we've got a big red candle down, which we'll go into in a second. But there has been a massive drop, which I can just show you briefly based on here. If you look here, just while I'm reporting this to you, we did get rejected. And this was one of the topics we were going to talk about on the video. Is this triangle going to see an upside and a fake out, or is it going to get rejected here and drop down? And just as I'm starting to film this, we have got that rejection here and it is dropping down. It was happening right now. But getting back to the topic, as you can see with the dip, the LUNC is almost 12% down in the week and by 20% down in the last 14 days, which is not good for the community. As an ongoing negative macroeconomic conditions continued, the weighing down the recovery enjoyed towards the end of September is still happening. So LUNC has been its biggest beneficiary. So LUNC had been a big beneficiary of ongoing burns from Binance, with its holders and supporters urging other exchanges to follow in the footsteps of Binance. Given that such burning has only just begun, it will likely have a significant impact on the LUNC price in the medium and long term, even if it's hard to say whether this will reach the former highs. Now, obviously, if you've just seen on that chart there, the former highs were very high. So we're a long way off getting up to that market at the moment with the sentiment as it is. But let me know what you think about that. This is courtesy of Crypto News. Their analysts are saying that it's dropped and it may just start now bouncing sideways. Even though we're seeing a strong rejection today and we're seeing a bit of a sell-off burn, this would have to be a massive significant pump to the upside, which we're not seeing at the moment. I mean, this is one of the biggest red candles we're seeing now since way back to this kind of area here where we did see a recovery bounce up. Now, hopefully we're seeing this on this trend, but the 200-day moving average here could be passing above this, the 30-day moving average, into an uptrend. But for me, there's a long way to go and we'd have to see more breakouts, like literal breakouts above this in order to see anything like that happen. Not be much, but Binance has created a precedent for other exchanges to follow, something which excited the market and goading LUNC supporters into believing it could reclaim to its former highs. To me, that is opium. Here it says just want to see Luna go to $1. I can't see that. I know a lot of you, if you have got opium, will be rich if it does go to $1, but for me, I cannot see that happening. It says other exchanges like KuCoin have supported the LUNC tax burn in recent weeks, while others will likely follow. On top of this, Seattle-based Code Labs announced last week that it would be setting aside $450 million to burn a total of 2.5 trillion LUNC in the coming months as part of a burn mechanism implemented within its play to earn finance Shadow Warriors game. So to me, that may be good news, it may be not, but this is a subject outside of the lunar sea. But if it does give it euphoria and euphorium, then for me that is good. Now I'll leave this up here. You can pause the video and read the rest of this. I won't go into this because I want to keep this video short and sweet and keep you interested as physically possible. And I want to go into my last bit, which is a poll where I want you to have your voice on this channel, and I'll put this as a poll in my channel. And these are the kind of questions that I want to ask you and see if you agree with this or not. The listing on Robinhood and Coinbase. The pros, in my opinion, is it's a big exchange with big coverage. The cons are it's not long-term investors that normally invest on them. It tends to be the scalp traders or the ones that like to dump on the pump, not pump and dump on the pump when it goes up and then buy in. These are not the long-term investors that Lunacy A needs and Lunacy B wants. So for me, it could be good, it could be bad. That is purely down to personal preference, but don't always think the grass is greener on the other side. Also, the announcement, the new tax announcement of the lower tax of 0.2 and the use of the 10% to finance the ecosystem. How do you feel about that? Let me know in the poll. Because one of the pros is they are trying to do the project and put money back into it. But for me, one of the massive cons is they could have announced that better and they could have put it more to the community where your funds are going. I want to finish this off on some massive opium question is, do you believe that Lunacy will get to that $1 and everyone's going to be driving Lambos? Pros are it's got a strong community and the exchanges are doing their bit to help with the burning, and they seem to be doing a lot with the ecosystem. The cons are the coin has a bad reputation. A lot of the supporters and fans are starting to retreat a little bit more now and sit on the fence. The price chart action, as you can see what we did here, is dumping to the downside. Also, for me, this is all retail money at the moment. I don't see that there's going to be a big push of institutional money coming into this that's not already in there. Just finishing off on this chart, let me know what you think. And as you can see, it's still pushing hard. There's a massive sell-off happening at the moment. By the time this video comes out, you will know if it did get to these levels or not and push up. But at the moment, I'm glad this happened as I was filming it, because we were going to talk about it getting rejected at these levels. And it said if it breaks this support here and stays below it, we'll start seeing a trickling down to maybe this area here, but it's pretty much going to be down to about here, in my opinion. So leaving you on that note, I will leave all the links I said in the comments. I will leave the news descriptions if you want to read them in a bit more thing. Please do go over to the poll and vote and let me know what you think. And a couple of people in the comments, let me know that you have done, because I'll give you a shout out on the update. But for now, as always, trade smart, trade safe, and don't get wrecked.